Okay, I wanted to give you a little sense of WordPress.com, which is the free version of WordPress and the hosted version of WordPress. And this is a little bit confusing at first when students start researching and start getting into the web. So let me just give you a quick overview. Hopefully this will be helpful. So I'm going to go to my website if I can. There we go. So this is Required Mistakes. This is my website. Notice up here www.requiredmistakes.com, and I use WordPress. And really, the real bottom line here is, in order to get this website address, this domain, www.requiredmistakes.com, I couldn't have done that with the free version of WordPress. I would have had to pay something. And usually what folks do is to become more skilled with the web is they will have a hosted site, a hosted website. So what exactly does that mean? So just let me show you how that works. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the web and show you how many hosting services there are. So here I am, I'm at Google, and I'm just going to go web hosting. And I mean, there are probably hundreds, easily hundreds of web hosting services. It's a very common service. And you could click any one of these, up would pop a whole bunch. So be careful though when you click these. Let's say I'm going to click this one and just go here. And so what happens is you really have to understand that these people who are have this website, they get a cut typically if you select one of these on here. They'll get a take on through an affiliate program. They'll get a take on say you want to go GoDaddy and you click this link and then you go to GoDaddy and sign up for it. Well, they'll get oftentimes they'll get a piece of the action for what the service will cost for the first year. Nothing wrong with that, but hey, that's the way it oftentimes works. Okay, I'm at hostmonster.com, and this is the service that I pay to host my website. And I'm not promoting this. I don't get any cut off of this. If you decide to use HostMonster, it doesn't matter to me. These are just the folks that I use, and so you can use whomever you want if you decide you want to use a hosted version of a website. So I'm just showing you this. This is these are the folks that I use. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to jump into the control panel here, often called a C panel, and just to kind of show you what it looks like inside. Okay, here I am inside of my C panel right here, and again, C panel. So this is the service I have, and there's a lot of things you can do here. You can install WordPress. There's other types of web development applications too. So WordPress is often called a free, quote unquote, or open source content management system. It is. It doesn't actually cost anything to install this. You can install it on your own, but it does cost to get it out to the web, and you're going to almost always need a web service like HostMonster, something like that, to get it out to the World Wide Web. If you're a really deep technical person, you might be able to do it yourself, but it wouldn't, for most of us, wouldn't be worth the time and effort to do so. So here it is. Here it is. So this is the service I pay, and they launch and they have my site go all over the web. So that's how that works. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, I wanted to show you a few things with the hosted version just to kind of give you a flavor of it. And the first thing you got to kind of come to grips with is, so I'm on the hosted version for my website, and I'm getting into it. I'm logging into my website, sort of the back end of my website. And this is what the hosted version looks as of when I'm recording this. This changes quite a bit because WordPress is updated constantly, but this is kind of the look and feel of it, so to speak. So here's where I put my posts, and because my website is primarily, right now anyway, a blog. I'm doing a lot of blogging with it. So all this stuff here, this kind of has a similar look to what you'll use with WordPress.com for this assignment, but there are some differences. But so I wanted to give you just kind of a broad sense of just kind of what it looks like inside. And there's a few cool things I'd like to show you what you can do here. And here's this whole thing that is really important, appearances. So themes, customs, widgets, menus, headers, background, all this controls the overall look and feel, the appearance, so to speak, of the site itself. And so I'm going to spend a little time here. Then I'm going to spend a little bit of time about plugins. So that should give you just a look, just kind of a sense of it. So themes are just something like kind of like the overall look and feel of the site. And there's lots of them. You can, and there's lots of free themes, and there's lots of themes you can experiment with. And the nice thing about WordPress is it doesn't change the content. It's the content is the content. And so I'll just show you. I can quickly go change a theme, and it'll change the whole way the site looks. But that what I've written, that doesn't change at all. So bear with me for 1 second while I do this. Okay. Here I am. I'm in Appearance, and inside WordPress, hosted version, Themes, right here, and you can tell because it's highlighted. Then I'm just going to mess around with a couple of themes. So let me go back and show you what the front end, how it looks right now. And honestly, it's very bland because I haven't been. I've been so busy this semester. I usually change it every semester, but I've been so busy this semester. I've just been like hanging on by the skin of my teeth, so to speak. But so at any rate, I haven't messed around with it, but oftentimes I'll just change it up to change it up. And the theme, the way it looks, really does matter because I get it. This doesn't look that great. I understand, but I was more concerned about the content this semester. So I just slammed it out and posted it there. But so let's try it. I could even make this, see if I can find something that looks better. And so let me just show you how this works. So I could go here, and there's this thing called Live Preview. So it changes it on the fly, so to speak, and you can see what it looks like without actually changing it. So I'm gonna change it, or I'm gonna see what it would look like. So okay, this is Live Preview. This looks bizarre. Doesn't look like anything I really am interested in. I like this better than that. Notice, see, I'm up here and it says Live Preview. I like this better. Well, at least what I have now is better than this, right? But so forget that. Forget that. You know what? I'm going to try another one. Small business theme. This probably won't look good, but for your website or your website idea, it very well might look good. So I'm going to go Live Preview. And yikes. That's potentially even worse, right? So it doesn't work, but it's no big deal. I haven't done anything because I didn't save and activate. So I'm just going to click back and go, man, there's got to be something else better in here. Let me try this one. This one looks like it might be more up my alley for what I'm trying to accomplish with my essentially blog of a website here. So let me go. See what we got. Notice how quick it is to cycle through these things. And let's see. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let me click this. This looks like it could potentially be better. You know, that might be so I'll have to kind of mess around with it. Maybe I can come up with something for a better home page, and this could be better. I like the way that looks. Also the subline right here. This has some potential. So this might work for me. I'm not ready to save and activate because semester's not over and I don't have time to mess around with this stuff. But at any rate, you get a sense of how really easy it is to change themes. So themes is an idea and a concept of WordPress that's cool, which is kind of inherent to other things like Squarespace as well. So this is an idea that's out there in almost all content management systems. It's easy to change the way, the look and feel of it without affecting the content. A cool thing, right? Okay, customize. You can get into, now we're getting into some kind of really details here, menus, all this kind of stuff. I don't have time to go over that. You get into WordPress or whatever, you'll be able to do it better. Widgets are an important concept. Widgets add things, like you want a calendar, you want to customize menu, you want some different things here. So widgets are a way of doing that. And with WordPress, it's open source, meaning there's thousands, tens of thousands, millions probably of free widgets out on the web. So just as a fun thing, let me just go see if I can. Let's just go WordPress widgets on Google and see what we come up with. Okay, here I am. I just Googled WordPress widgets. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, this is the whole idea of the community, 7 useful WordPress. You know, oftentimes they're free. You know, they're also called like plugins. So oftentimes they're free, and they give you functionality that you would not want to program yourself. Why would you want to program a calendar on your website when the widget is free? So that's kind of the whole kind of part of the essence of WordPress and the community, that people are developing these free widgets and little bit size of code that you can put into your website. Okay, here we go. Last thing I want to do here, I see I'm a little bit over 10 minutes on this. I don't like to go much longer now with these posts, but here's where you're going to go to start this. So that what I just showed you was the hosted version, and you're not going to get all that functionality with the free version, obviously. But the hosted version, but the free version from WordPress.com is really a good place to get started. And that's all I'm trying to do with this assignment, is to get you started with this stuff. So go to it. Here it is, WordPress.com, and just get started. And you know what I should do? Let me backtrack 1 second. See plans. This is very important. You know, you could do this. Jumping. Let me go back so we see that. See this versatile plans and pricing. You can these are getting into more of the hosted version, and you know you don't have to do that for this assignment. You can figure out if you want to do this later. You want to go through WordPress.com to do a hosted version, or you just want to use the free version. This is what you do for this assignment, and you can figure out where you want to host your site if you want to host it later. But then you just get started. You know, you're going to take this free version, and away you go. Start a website. Go here. Do this one, not this blog, not that. This will be fine for the assignment. Start a website, you know, go through it, and away you go. It's pretty intuitive once you get into it. Similar in look and feel to the hosted version that I just showed you, but that's how you get up and rolling with the assignment. And that kind of gives you a sense, hopefully, of WordPress and what it can do and how you get started with this assignment. So good luck.